In 1860, Australian explorers Burke and Wills set off from Melbourne to cross Australia's vast and unknown interior. They were the astronauts of their day, heading for Mars, but with camels and boots instead of rockets. What took them months will smash out in 10 days. Welcome to the Burke and Wills ride, history with a throttle.
Motorcycle Adventure Dirtbike TV is proudly supported by Liat, Giant Loop, Bikes Only Transport, Muck Off, Unifilter, Motul, Pirelli and Acerbis.
And remember, keep your filters clean and your throttle on.
I've been asked by Nick Selleck, Ducati brand ambassador, to film this expedition of 40 riders and crew as we push north through some of the most inhospitable country in the Australian outback. For the ride, I've been handed a DesertX Rally, the perfect weapon for chewing through big miles in brutal country. And big miles are coming, nearly 5,500 kilometres in just 12 days. Nick's helped me set up the bike right. Pirelli Scorpion Rally Race tyres, a DMD GPS hardwired on a Rally Raid mount, and Giant Loop soft luggage. With that, I'm dialed in and ready to roll. Our aim is to shadow the Burke and Wills route as closely as possible, with our only one detour east near Inaminka, where heavy rains have made the original track impassable. Day one, riders briefing's just about to take place. We're at the Royal Society of Victoria, where Burke and Wills kicked off. Starting to be a bit of excitement in the place. Machines are, Nick Selleck runs an interesting ride in that it attracts an eclectic bunch of motorbikes. Look at this, BMWs, Ducati Desert Rally X, Super Adventure Rs. These guys are Kiwis, they keep their bikes in Australia. 890s, Beamers, Triumphs. There's every sort of bike imaginable, and that's a good thing about riding with Nick. It's a really wide range of bikes. Not many tours go from the south to the north of Australia in one go, Nick.
It's going to be good.
Mate, it's going to be good. Beautiful weather. We kick off the ride in bright sunshine. We're in the thick of Melbourne's traffic and past the memorial where 12,000 people came out to wish the expedition well. It was quite a procession. 19 men, over 20 camels and more than a dozen horses, and enough food to last for 2 years. The first camp was Moonee Ponds, just a couple of kilometres out of town. But due to the heavy traffic, our progress was nearly as slow as the expedition team 100 years ago. That's where Burke and Wills got on their first day. Got the Moonee Ponds. Just there. Okay, we're on the dirt. We're in the country. Beautiful tracks. Day one, riding conditions were great. Light rain overnight kept dust down, but there was one tricky slippery rise. You wouldn't even call it a hill, but it caught a couple of riders out. Momentum was the key. If you didn't approach it with a little speed, life would become challenging. You got a little bit more to slip down, you'll be right. That's it, you're in it. That's good. Gentle, gentle. That's it. That's all right. Whoa! Got that, Nick. It's slippery. Come on. No. Next one's up. He's got sensible speed. He's on a 10 That's it. Whoa, yeah, that's it. You got to get in that rut, I think, Nick. It all goes well for you.
Things are a rocket ship.
Out of the forest and onto the Victorian volcanic plain, the land opens up wide and green, a vast tabletop stretching to the horizon. The earth here is rich and dark, the air cool and clean. But this calm won't last. Tomorrow we leave the lush fields behind and ride into the Mallee, where the country hardens. Greens fade to olive and grey, trees twist low against the wind, and the red dust begins to rise, clinging to everything. A reminder that the outback is never too far away. Day 2. This is Dave, Flame of the Sweep. Where are we, mate? Where the hell are we?
Morning, Dave. Here we are up here. You can see us here. We've left Melbourne down here.
Yeah.
We'll come up to Kerrang. That's where we are there. And we're heading up this pink one up here to Mungo. So, yep, we're in for another good day, mate.
350 k's today?
Yeah, another 350 k's. All kinds of stuff out there today. Apparently a bit of bull dust that we've got to look out for. But yeah, looking forward to it. It's going to be another good day, Dave.
Yeah, and you're impressed with my luggage. It hangs on good?
Mate, it stays there. I followed you yesterday and it was absolutely brilliant. Really good kit, that.
Yeah.
Really good kit.
Ah, that's good. All right. Well, let's get out there. Day 2 of the Burke and Wills expedition.
We're about 100 kilometres out of Menindee Lakes now. Track conditions are pretty good, but occasionally there's, you'll find a bull dust hole crater. Got to be always looking for them. It's threatening rain. There's these kind of cloud bands that can really stuff you if you get the road gets wet out here. The other thing, of course, is the cattle crossings. Around we go.
I saddle up behind Peter Mansbridge, the first person to ride east-west across Australia on a Desert X. It would be fair to say that Peter's really clipping along. But the landscape is continually changing, and as we enter Mungo National Park, the low scrub hides one of Australian adventure riders' key threats, the mighty emu. Crazy as a cut snake. A couple of seasons have been good, and they've multiplied like rabbits and are just ready and willing and stupid enough to take you out in a split second.
Now for our foreign friends, emus are like ostriches. I think they can run at about 80 kilometres an hour for a little while, but they can turn on a 5-cent piece. 5-cent pieces aren't very big, and they're dumb as dog shit. And they're bloody hard to see too. Oh, there's one. Oh, fuck! Gee. They're coming over the rise.
Well, it's a lovely sunny but cold morning in Mungo Lodge, where we stayed here last night, so day 2 yesterday. We're at the start of day 3 today, and we stayed right here near Mungo National Park.
The boys are lining up. Day 3. Heading to Pooncarie, 95 k's away. Let's get out of here. Beautiful riding weather today. Crisp at the moment, probably, 7 degrees. Country is so good at the moment.
You know me and technology. I'll figure it out one way or another. I mean, they don't take cash. I'm a cash guy. Had a couple of close calls with a few roos. Did you? And made for an interesting ride, but no, it was awesome. So, just with the dampness on it, just so much faster. There's hardly any ruts. It's awesome.
What's up with the bladder? He's obsessive compulsive, mate. I don't know what to say.
Mate, when you're in Outback Australia, fill the tank up.
Are you pretending to fill it up now? I don't even reckon he's got his finger on the trigger anymore. He's just... error!
There's the big mud puddles. It's all dried out pretty nicely though.
By day 3, we've hit our stride. No mucking around. This is a fast-paced ride and the kilometres keep rolling by. We reach Menindee Lakes early in the afternoon. The water level is the highest I've seen it and the birds are loving it. From there, it's back on the throttle and we roll into Breakin Hill late in the day after knocking over 430 kilometres. It's been a big day, but that's just how this ride goes. Long legs, high speed and plenty of country rolling past.
Day 4, we're heading to Tibooburra, and the key thing on everybody's mind is fuel range. So let's see what Neil Walker's done for his fuel. What have you done, Neil?
Filled up to the guts.
Oh, it's a GSA.
Yep, 500 plus keys. I'm gonna piss it in.
You will piss it in. You're the wrong person to ask. You're I need someone with stress.
Dirtbikes.
Yeah. Hey Jeff, what are you doing for fuel? It's a tight day, 500 odd k's.
I'm gonna head back into Burke and Wills, fill up my bladder.
You got a bladder there?
Yeah, got a little bladder there. So that'll take me 450 k's with that on there without any problems at all.
Yeah.
If I can.
Day 4, 500 kilometres and a fair bit of tar to cover. My aim for the day is simple. Stretch your tank to 400 k's and roll into pack saddle running on fumes. Somehow I pull it off. 0 kilometres showing on the dash and we still coast in another 14 before the servo appears.
How was your ride, Dave?
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Mine
Loved
was
it.
good, but I tell you what, there was more goats and kids out there than you'd see at a Weekly's concert.
At pack saddle, Jeff's day takes a turn. He discovers he's lost his steering head nut. And that's not ideal considering we're only about a third of the way through this ride. And steering nuts, well, they're hard to come by in the bush.
So we're out here shopping. Jesus, Jeff. So we're out here shopping. Jeff's lost the steering stem nut off his Tenere 700, that one down there. And it's about 20 by 1 mil pitch. And I said, half a chance here at these old wreck cars. Here, I've got Leatherman.
Oh, you've got one, have you?
We got half a chance. We might be able to match it up with something. It'll work.
The quest is on to find a replacement, and after a bit of bush ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of that nut, well, let's just say the story had a happy ending.
What is it, Yamaha?
Yeah,
This is what I'll do. I'll pull one off my bike. Actually, I'll give it to you, but fucking send me one back. So I'll give you money. No, the fucking thing, post money because it's no good. You organise. You don't know how much money I'm offering. I legitimately thought you knew this bloke, and you're going, we're going for a heli flight. They're like, I rock in and he shakes me, g'day mate, how you going? Then I walk in there and it's the nut job. Jeff looking for his nut.
And we found it.
Not only that,
Look at it.
he's got the best Loctite you can get.
Primed it.
I just can't get over it. You couldn't
Ready
get
to
it
go on.
mechanic.
No, exactly. We still haven't heard the hourly rate though.
Yeah, I think it's about 1,000, I reckon.
Now that's on and Loctited.
Ooh, success.
We've got success. Well done.
Thanks to Luke.
We arrive in Tibooburra in the late afternoon. Tomorrow we'll veer northeast, breaking from the original Burke and Wills route to steer clear of inland flooding. Our next destination, Quilpie, that lies 530 kilometres away across the Queensland border.
We're about 20 kilometres out of Tibooburra on Jump Up Loop Road. This is a good one for adventurers.
Grab your saddle and get your gun. Take only what you need, pack light, take flight, hightail it. You keep on going cause you can't look back. High chance betting that sun is setting on the life you have.
After a couple of days of punching out hundreds of kilometres across the flat plains, the Jump Up Loop Road was just what the doctor ordered. With its fast-flowing sections and sandy and rocky watercourses and those rolling hills capped with ancient mesas, it felt like we were riding through a landscape carved in the age of dinosaurs. It was the perfect chance for Nick and me to finally stretch the legs of our bikes. A welcome change of pace after days of riding long, straight horizons.
Nick, this Burke and Wills ride keeps giving me surprises. I've never been on this road, never looked at it to the left, and I thought, what a secret.
It's a ripper, isn't it? They call this the Jump Up Loop Road, so we're up north of Tibooburra, and it's a nice little circuit, heads up to Olive Down Station to the north, but you come through this section here with these jump ups, and they're like mesas out in, I don't know, California or something like that, but it's uniquely Australian. Looks cool.
The ride's going well. We're 2,500 k's in, or maybe more.
Be about that. So we're just about to cross over into Queensland. We've been through Victoria already. We're right at the top end of New South Wales, and we're probably only about 40 kilometres from the Warri Gate, where we cross over into Queensland. And then we've got, so we are day 5, so we've still got another 5 days to go before we get to Corumba.
Now let's have a look at this view over here. That is amazing, isn't it?
Spectacular.
You're not allowed in.
Oh, come on. That's the big side ride.
On the other side of this, they got shooting in progress. Someone's got a sense of humour.
All good. This front bit of take it on. Got a hole in the radiator.
On the rally.
Yeah. Had a black tyre as well. We fixed that.
Right.
It's a lovely day for a picnic about 80 kilometres out of Nakundra, which is in the middle of nowhere. I'll show you a map for the video. Andrew's had a spot of bother, but he's smiling, which is good. What's happened, Andrew?
Well, there's always that one person.
Yeah, what do you got?
And today it's me.
Yeah, what do you got?
We come down through the creek bed there and it was all going well, and I was riding along and I thought all of a sudden I went, something's not right here.
Yeah.
So I backed off the speed.
Yeah.
I really felt it was rumbling around, so I pulled over.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've got a double hit. I've got a flat tyre.
Yeah.
Which we've already plugged up. We've plugged that straight away. You
Yeah.
can't see it there, but we've plugged it up.
Yeah.
This was in the radiator. So, and I do have the guards.
Yeah.
I have the guards on them.
Yeah.
But she's just gone up bang.
That's no good. But we should be able to get you on the road. I reckon Nick will get you on the road.
We can sort that, no worries. But I don't fancy doing it out here. We'll do it at the pub instead.
Yeah, I was a bit panicky, mate, but you've made me feel a lot better.
All good. It'll get sorted. Put a quick metal in there, give it a good clean up.
This is one of the advantages of going on a supported ride, is when this stuff happens, that would end your 2-week holiday, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's coming in. He's looking for a spot. He's found it. Right in front of the Quilpie Hotel. Sticks the Triumph in between the Ducatis, KTMs and Yamahas. On. Mate, you're leaking. This is not good. That's a bad start to the day. That is a terrible start to the day. Did you turn it off? You got it off?
So we're on the road now, heading for Birdsville. This is day 6. This is our big bitumen slog day. So we originally didn't plan on coming through Quilpie. We were supposed to be in Inaminka last night, but with the floods and the rains, that changed our route plan. So we stayed in Quilpie, and then we cut across to Birdsville via Windora and Batuta Hotel, which I'm looking forward to going through Batuta actually. I've heard about it a lot.
Just had a great hamburger at this Windora service station. Fresh lettuce, fresh tomato, beetroot, onion. Great meat patty. Worth a stop. Windora service station.
Day 6, and we're covering a whopping 640 kilometres to Birdsville. I really wasn't looking forward to slabbing it on the blacktop, but recent rains around Cooper Creek made it far more interesting. The Coopers was full and the country had ignited with colour. The birds were taking full advantage of the abundant water and food. As we approached Birdsville, the landscape transformed from wide open plains to low ancient hills and mesas. A country painted in ochres, deep reds and soft oranges, every shade in between, offset by the grey greens of desert foliage. It was the sort of view that made the long haul worthwhile. We rolled into Batuta in the afternoon, an iconic hotel steeped in Australiana. Its walls carry a rich history and more than a few tall tales. Many would say Batuta sits at the very heart of what Australia is all about. By late afternoon, we rolled into Birdsville, that iconic outback town, perched on the edge of the Simpson Desert. A place that feels like both the end of the road and the beginning of something bigger. And it would be for us. Day 7 would be an unusual and spectacular treat.
$5 in the morning in the Birdsville Hotel car park, doing 2 firsts. Firstly, I'm just about to ride a DesertX up Big Red, 40 metres high, on this wonderful Ducati. But more importantly, it'll be the first time I've ever done it in the dark. Just waiting
The cool sand of Big Red gives me grip, provided I stay on it.
Oh, she's soft.
The bikes are getting closer. Fun's about to begin.
Forget your foregone conclusions. Settle in.
base of the largest dune in the desert had transformed into a well-lit launch pad for those riders willing to take on the unknown, Big Red. Standing 40 metres high, this massive dune commands respect. Even in the daylight, its deep sand and unforgiving climb have been too much for many riders. But taking on Big Red in the half-light before dawn took the challenge to a whole new level. And one by one, riders charged the face of the dune. Lifetime bragging rights for those that made it was the certain prize. And for those that didn't, a trip in the four-wheel drive. Nick was determined to ensure every rider would see the sunrise on top of Big Red.
Jeff, a special time for us, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think everybody's got to see this at least once in their lifetime.
Yeah.
This is way better than what I ever thought. I mean, you see it on YouTube and people talk about it, but to come here and see it like this, and look at the sun's just coming up now and the glow of all these sand dunes and everything.
Yeah.
It's absolutely spectacular.
And look down here, there's your brethren down there.
Yeah.
A few more to come up. I can see a few bikes lying on the sand there. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice save.
Time for a bacon and egg roll. That's what I need. Tyre change day. Climb Big Red. Getting some new shoes for a lot of the riders. I'm going to keep running with mine.
Day 8, and we're on our way to Boulia, and we're about to traverse 450 kilometres of arguably the flattest, most barren land in Australia, if not the world. This stretch between Birdsville and Boulia sits on the edge of the Channel Country, a place that tested every explorer who dared to cross it. Back in 1861, Burke and Wills were pushing north through this kind of landscape, on foot, burdened by heat, flies and dwindling supplies. Their mission was to reach the Gulf of Carpentaria and map the great unknown interior of the continent. As we sit at freeway speeds, guided by a GPS that locks us to the metre on a road that leads the way, it's worth pausing to think about the contrast. Burke and Wills relied solely on a compass, sextant and sheer determination. Their navigational skill, considering the tools of their time, was nothing short of remarkable.
Mate, your bike's blown up.
Yeah, it has. A lot of steam there.
Tell us how hot it is.
Oh, it's hot.
Whoa, fuck. Water. Whoa.
We're just out of Boulia and we're officially in the tropics now, having passed the Tropic of Capricorn. We're heading north to Cloncurry.
Day 9 is one of the shortest days of the tour at 350 kilometres, but one of the most interesting. We're heading to Cloncurry, a town renowned for its rich mining history, outback resilience and aviation heritage. It was here that Qantas operated its first scheduled flight and the Royal Flying Doctor Service took to the skies for the very first time. We've crossed the Tropic of Capricorn, the boundary that defines the southernmost point where the sun can appear directly overhead. It marks our transition from the arid interior to the tropical north, a subtle but significant shift in both landscape and climate. We're now officially in the tropics and the days are warming up. The air feels thicker, the colours more vibrant, and the horizon dotted with the first hints of termite mounds and tropical vegetation. Plenty of surprises in store for us today as the country begins to transform once again.
When did teachers teach us how to be alright when it's a storm and me? It's always been a rough and tumble ordinary sea.
Out of that desolate area and here's Wills River. It's just full of life. There's swallows and budgerigars. And we're going to ride beside this braided river for a little while. And it brings life to an otherwise fairly desolate area. Can't see any cows, but that's a truckload of emus there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 emus. Oh, don't tell me they're going to run towards me. Please, come on guys. Don't be that stupid. They are. They're not. Come on, fellas. Come on, don't run towards the road. They are. Why did the emu cross the road? That is ridiculous, boys and girls.
About 100 k's north of Boulia. I've just run through a cluster of 20 emus and then I come across these two blokes. What's going on? Come on, Darren.
Well, the V4, the big V4 never fails to impress.
Yeah.
So this is the second puncher we've had on her.
Hang on a minute, someone's coming along here. Look at this. Perfect timing. Darren, move to your right, quickly.
Another Ducati.
Not another Ducati. That's like those emus I've just run into. Look at that.
Listen to that sound.
That's too bloody loud. That's hoonish. Oh, it's John. Okay. So, Darren's... How many... you guys are always on the side of the road. What's going on?
Oh, it's just we get tired of riding, so we just sort of have a little break every now and then.
Yeah.
It makes it a little bit easier from the fatigue side of things.
Yeah.
Suspect it might have been,
Yeah, buy all the gear, you got to test it out too.
Absolutely.
So? We're in the middle of, I don't know where, Duchess Hotel. And we got a waiter, very highly paid waiter there, can hold 5 plates at once, that's not bad. How's the riding today, fellas?
Pretty good. Dusty.
Yep.
If there wasn't a lot of crosswind, you were in a bit of trouble. You had to keep the spacing or brave it, but we just chug along. We're not real quick.
Day 10, the final push to Karumba. Our final day on the road and time for a little maintenance. A new rear tyre, a well-earned dusting and a moment to take stock before the last run north. Currumba, our final destination, lies just over 500 kilometres away. The day will be evenly split between blacktop and fast open dirt, the perfect mix to finish this epic journey.
All aboard the Ducati Express. What a bike.
As we push north, it's impossible not to think of Burke and Wills. After all, we've been tracing the path of one of Australia's greatest, yet most tragic expeditions. They made it all the way to the Gulf Coast, exhausted, starving, and weakened by the harshness of the land. They could see the mangroves that marked the ocean's edge, but the tides and terrain kept them from reaching open water. On their desperate return south, both men succumbed to starvation beside Cooper Creek, just shy of rescue. Today, the goal is simple: ride to the sea, reflect on the adventure, and pay quiet tribute to those early explorers who showed just how brave and how human the spirit of exploration can be.
Wow, look at that water.
(4,482 kilometres after leaving Melbourne, and we've arrived at Currumba. Out there is the Gulf of Carpentaria. We've made it.
Ah, thank you.
You've got two here.
Good, I think I'll need it.
You had a good run?
Great run. So this is my...
Hang on.
We're at Currumba. We made it.
Well done, Mr. Darcy.
Ah, thanks, mate. Great.
Better get that into you.
Thanks, mate.
And there's one
Oh,
for you.
One
Well
for both
worth it.
hands. It's warmed up a bit.
Yeah, lovely day's riding. It was interesting going to that last Burke and Wills post, and it, in the heat, it really nailed the effort these
Doesn't
guys
it?
went to.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah, and you look at that country; it keeps changing, and what they had to walk through.
Yeah,
And they were up here in December.
Yeah. So it was good being on the Ducati, blasting through at about 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's a good bike.
Good stuff.
No, thanks, Nick, for having us. It's been great.
Cheers. Pleasure.
There are still a few loose ends to tie up before we call this a wrap. First up, Jeff and his nut. Jeff returned the nut to Luke and as a gesture of thanks, attached a bottle of Glenfiddich to it. After enjoying Jeff's gift, Luke couldn't fly his helicopter for 3 days.
This is what I'll do. I'll pull one off my bike. I'll give it to you, but fucking send me one back. So I'll give you money? No, the fucking thing, poke money because it's no good. You organise.
And here's a couple of group shots of the guys I rode with. They're my new Burke and Wills riding buddies. It was a pleasure riding with you guys. A huge thanks to Alana from Ducati Australia for giving me a lend of that cracking Ducati DesertX Rally that ate up those huge Outback miles for breakfast. But I wasn't the only one having a brilliant experience riding a Ducati. There was a flock of them. And while Currumba marked the symbolic end of our Burke and Wills journey, the ride itself wasn't quite done. We still had 2 more days ahead of us, heading east towards Townsville. A brilliant run, a little more challenging than those endless open plains. But hey, that's a story for another day. And now for those that hang around right to the end. A confession wonderfully recorded by my good friend Nick Selleck. Thanks for a brilliant ride, Nick.
What's going on, Darsonator?
Well, I thought it was the morning. I think it was time to do some downward dog. So I've just decided to sit here and have a little rest.
Part way up, Big Red, you didn't quite make it.
Yeah, look, a lesson for riders is don't try to do it when the sun is straight in your eyes. So I just could not see.
Got blinded back there, did you?
And I couldn't see. And I thought I was here by myself, and I thought, well, this is going to be interesting. I've got 3 litres of water in there.
Someone's bound to find
I'm going
you.
to be drinking my own piss, so I may as well piss in the water now.
There's plenty of water down there in the clay pans, you'd be right.
Well, that's right, there was.